This video is part of the series about peak detection algorithm called ApexTrack. Here, we'll focus on smoothing of the signal and how this impacts peak detection. Strictly speaking, smoothing isn't part of ApexTrack, but we can't really skip this topic because it impacts how many peaks we detect. If the signal has a lot of high-frequency noise, as in this case, without smoothing, we'd detect too many peaks. They won't relate to the eluting compounds, that's just the detector noise, and we'd like to get a smoothed version of the signal with only real peaks. Also, high-frequency noise is greatly amplified when calculating derivatives. So, even if the original signal was smooth, its derivatives won't be. Which is a big problem for ApexTrack because, as we know from the previous videos, ApexTrack relies on first and second derivatives. Many smoothing algorithms go over each point in the signal, take some number of its neighbors from both sides, and move the central point either up or down relative to the neighbors. This chunk of a signal is called a window, and the wider the window, the more smoothing is applied. Let's see how window size changes the resulting signal. The amount of noise is clearly decreasing with window size, but the legitimate peaks also get distorted more and more, especially the narrow peaks, which may make their boundaries wider than needed. Also, small peaks or shoulders may disappear completely. Effectively, smoothing worsens the resolution. In a way, it cancels some of the work we did by applying derivatives, so this option needs to be applied with caution. Another thing to note, the window size you currently see is measured in the number of points, but many software packages expose a different configuration option called peak width, which then they translate into window size. Many people get confused when they start using ApexTrack. They think that peak width defines the minimum or maximum width of peaks to be detected. This isn't the case. Peak width is used solely for smoothing purposes, but as we just discussed, it does relate to which peaks get detected, because some of the real peaks can be smoothed out as if they were noise. This video concludes the series about ApexTrack. I hope you found it useful, and if you feel like it, subscribe to this YouTube channel to get notified about our future videos.